like to call the Town of Sangerville Board of Selectmen's meeting for March 16th, 2017 to order at 6:31 p.m. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You guys all signed in, right? Yep. Okay. All right, moving on to item 2. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the February 23rd, 2017 Selectmen minutes as read, or as written. Do I have a second?
Second.
And then let's see vote. Okay. Anybody want to do the next one? One of you?
Make a motion that we approve the March 2nd minutes as read.
Second? Mike?
I'll second.
All right, let's take a vote. Mike, you did one. We said with amendment on this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you know what I had her amended to. That word's gone, that word's put in.
Okay. I make a motion that we accept the March 9th, 2017 minutes with amendment. Do I get a second?
Second.
Let's take a vote. All right, payroll warrants to be signed. I'm going to do this the old way because I didn't have time to sit down and sort them into piles. So I would like to make a motion that we approve. And we're starting at, what's the lowest number warrant we've got in the pile?
Everything's mixed up.
These are payroll warrants here. 36, 33, 32. I've got 29. Is anything before 29?
Here, you're doing this way too good.
And we got the top one we have is 40. Yes. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the following payroll and treasurer's warrants, starting with our warrant number 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Let's take a vote. Alright, so we got that other one pulled and he can fix that tomorrow. Alright, does anybody have anything they want to say? Yeah.
I just want to say, Melissa, that I know this is your last meeting.
And I forgot the champagne.
I should have brought that open bottle of wine. I just want to thank you for your service to the town. You have accomplished a lot. More than most people will ever really know. And you did a lot of it under some pretty difficult circumstances. I appreciate all you've done, and I appreciate your commitment to the town and to the voters who voted you into that position. And personally, I'm looking forward to longer walks and more coffee breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. When we don't talk town. Thank you. Anybody else? It doesn't feel like a normal night if somebody doesn't complain about something. All right, no committee reports. Okay. He was going to talk about what there was reserved questions, but he's not here to discuss it, and I don't really know what he was going to say. So we'll skip item 6 and new business. We need to sign the amended waste disposal agreement with Dover.
I didn't go that far, so maybe it's in there.
Yeah, it's in here.
We need to sign these too, right? The minutes from the meetings. These are the 3.
Yep. You start on them and I'll find the... Alright, there's a whole package of them. I don't know how many we actually have to...
That needs to go to
Yeah,
Melissa.
just get them all in the stack.
Okay.
Because we already got so much stuff that I don't want to get it messed up at the moment.
This looks like drafts. This doesn't look like the final copy.
Is this something we can kind of table it or whatever, and then come in and see him tomorrow to
I'm sure
sign?
we can come through tomorrow and sign this thing if we knew which paper we wanted to. All right,
Or
here's...
did you find it?
I think this is it. I think these were the regional demolition debris. Yeah, let's just say that I make a motion that we sign them. Does one of you want to second it? That we're going to sign them?
This is the waste disposal agreement?
Yeah, this pile here, I just don't know exactly where we want to sign it.
Yeah, I think second, we ought to wait and
All right, so.
get with him. He can get with us whenever he's back in. And
Dale, let's take a vote on that, and we'll get in with him and put our signatures on it sometime next few days. All right, the computer policy. I know the reason for that is because we got the insurance for the computer insurance, and you have to have a policy for the insurance to take effect. So we need to ratify that. We need to sign that. So that is this one.
The policy, is it like an insurance policy?
Yes, there's an insurance policy. Yeah, that we have to have a policy on file before the insurance will kick in.
for fraud, basically.
Yeah, this is not equipment, this is,
No, this is just somebody screwing around and we lose.
Yep. I'm not opposed to signing that, just so we can get it in there, but I definitely would like to work on that policy forward.
seems a little bureaucratic.
It's
but-
very wordy for what it really
But he also may be using what the insurance company told him to use.
Yes, that's why we have a policy.
I'm open to it.
Well, he said,
I don't see anything wrong with it, other than it's a lot
Huge.
more than what it probably really needs to be.
well, I know, we asked in what they did in the library. The library even had to have one.
Yeah, no, I'm not
We just-
opposed to it,
And we just downloaded one, I remember at the time, it was just downloaded one from the internet and we all put it
That's
on
fine.
file.
Now that I understand what the catalyst was, it makes more sense.
Yeah, so,
make a motion to accept.
Dale, who would like to second it?
Second.
All right, let's take a vote. And I don't see any place on this to sign it, so
I don't know if we really have to.
I don't know, there's no place to sign it, so.
Policy.
Okay, now for the fund balance policy, that's the real fun one. What do you think, Mike? You're the financial guy.
Department manager signatures, so that would be, we approve it, Matt signs it the way I was taking it.
Yeah.
I had quite a bit of interest on the part of the budget committee of getting involved in this policy. And that this might be something with their ongoing meetings, that they might help develop it and advise the board on that. So that's my thought is, and maybe it wouldn't be an appropriate role for them, but maybe it would be, but we ought to at least toss it around.
The deal with the budget committee is pretty much there. Once they hand the budget over to the town manager to write the warrant, they're done for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you guys want to come in later and have a financial, committee to work on that, because I truly didn't really understand a lot of it. And then that whole Morton Cabot thing there that was,
Well, my only concern that when I read the other piece that went with this was everything was dated 20 years ago. I don't know about you, but I don't do anything financially that I did 20 years ago. So, and this is not my expertise to deal with, so I'm relying on something from modern information to help make these decisions, and I'm not comfortable to accept that using 20-year-old information.
when I talked to him on the phone today, he was talking about that, we have almost $1 million in fund balances, and that we're backwards, is that our reserve funds are smaller than our undesignated, and he wants to see it that there's a certain amount of money in a capital reserve, a big capital, just a generic capital reserve, and then a small amount, maybe 200, 250 in an undesignated fund balance. But yeah, I just don't think you come in and whip your signature down and say, hey, go do that.
The auditor was going to help direct us on this too.
Yeah, you really, you get the best advice out of Bernice.
I think it's something that we should discuss.
I talked to Rick today, and I honestly asked him because of the budget committee, because they did mention in a meeting about meeting quarterly or whatever. Because is this something, whether that group or whatever, Rick was very interested in this because this is such a huge change for the town to have this type of policy. So whether or not
Which Rick are we talking about?
Fallon.
Okay.
And so with him, now what you just said, I definitely agree. The budget committee usually is done and they don't meet. Should we rename the budget committee or have something that could look at our financial future to help? I think it's more than us three should be the one that's changing our whole...
I know that for a certain generation of people in town here, to touch that money is a really hot button topic.
Yes.
And And that is something
So
that
you'd
you
want
guys
some
can enjoy in the
consensus.
new year
Yeah.
together.
I mean, I'm not opposed to changing how we do that, but I just think we need more than 3 select people's involvement to make that decision. I think, if it doesn't be the budget committee, then I think maybe we should have a different committee, but
Well,
I think it should.
first and foremost, you need to have a permanent town manager before you move into it.
Yep.
And, have stability there. And then Bernice. And if you all can wrap your head around it and agree on it, then I think there ought to be like an informational where it gets explained a couple times, at different times to people.
Yes.
And then do it. Because it takes time for them to digest it, and the last thing you want to do is try to rush it, and they'll think that you're trying to slide one by them.
Well, to me, I mean, you're talking on a lot of the future of our town and the direction that we want to go in is what this is really part of. And
Talking to him, I think that if it was in place with a large capital reserve, I guess the worry is that somewhere down the line you could get a board in that might say, okay, this year we're going to have a mill rate of 9.
Right, deplete it all at once.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
it is possible.
It is possible,
Not one vote of the town.
That's correct.
Well,
They
that's
have to
true.
approve the
That's
budget.
true. Yeah, that's true. They have to get to go to town meeting, but there are.
But I wouldn't trust that part of the conversation because, if it's a hard year and the town's hurting and
They might take it.
Hard pressed to get it.
I don't
does
want
need to
to.
be
I don't want to
thought.
have that conversation. Honestly, I would just assume. I think we really should have something for a committee, whatever we want to do. But seriously, look at this and work with the board and work with the auditor and work with the manager and come up with a plan.
Yeah.
So
Bernice is a very important part of this whole thing. I truly don't know how much contact has been between the office and Bernice lately, so you might want to check into that. So.
Noted?
Noted, yeah. That's a good thing to know. And you want a close and cordial relationship with her makes things go a lot easier. Because you feel very empowered when the auditor says, "Oh, that's exactly the right thing to do. Do that." I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Certainly don't want to hear the opposite.
And I said, "What? Like, do you ever read that warrant before you sign it?" No.
I heard that.
That's what you don't want to hear.
I did hear that already.
We heard that.
No,
Did you guys ever
exactly.
read that warrant before? I said, "No."
Am I supposed to?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It wasn't a good feeling when you were sitting there and she says that to you. I'm telling you.
Oh, and she slides her glasses down her nose, and she looks at
She's
you.
an intimidating woman. She is, very much. She's a very, very intelligent lady. She knows her stuff, and yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna table that.
I think we should table it, and
All
I
right.
don't know how you want to.
Just
How do you want to table it? I mean,
Just table it, and you guys can discuss with him when to bring it back.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a chance to present what his goal was with that, so we'll give him that opportunity and go from there.
I've done it in every town I've been. Well, that's great, but we are Sangerville after all.
I don't think it's a bad idea to have something for a plan in place, but I just don't know if
Okay.
I'm not going to be the one to have one of 3 signatures change how everything we've ever done and going to do.
No, that's too scary. Okay, so 7A adjustments, additions, deletions. We don't have anything. Correspondence none. Nobody wants to talk about anything extra, do they? No. It just gets us into trouble every time. Board of Assessors none. Executive session none. Ongoing projects. For anybody who didn't see this agenda before, it simply means that that's the things that the town manager's working on.
It's not a discussion
It's not
per se.
it's not a discussion thing.
What Matt has told us, that if anything an ongoing thought, if there's going to be anything addressed on that, it'll be brought up in either under unfinished business.
Right.
So if you see it up in both places, that's when
Right.
we'll.
And just to clarify, the whole business on the Gray Road, that was Matt's decision to do that, not yours truly. Item 13, next meeting. The next meeting is April 13th at 6:30. Be there, be square. And anything else? So I'd like to make a motion to adjourn at 6:45.
Second.
All right. Let's take a vote. We're done at 6:45.
Easy peasy.
Way to do it. Good luck, you guys. You're gonna need it. All right, so